photos.
Oh yeah, there's your beautiful work.
Oh wow. Oh my goodness. It's from like all the shoots.
Yes.
Oh, all the memes. And I'm glad that there's still going to be like a part 7 or however many times we've hung out for photos next year.
Yeah.
I know. I'm like waiting. That's what is going on like on the other side of our like hallway over there. There's like a mirror for an entry area, and I'm going to put like our portraits up there.
Oh, I love that. Thank you for giving me a few minutes of your evening, and I really appreciate you sharing your wisdom to brides right now, because everyone's kind of unsure of what their options are, and so all of my Photo by Joy brides have done something different. Like, you were the first actually wedding with the pandemic. I think you got the very beginning of the Corona craziness.
Yes.
And you were like calling me like, we're going in 2 days, or else on your way back you might not be able to go home. I was like,
Yeah.
Because that was like seriously in the works, and I was freaking out. I was like, what happens if we get stuck? Like, what happens if everybody gets stuck and everybody can't come back? Like, it was stressful, but I mean, I'm super glad that we did it the way we did.
I am really glad too. And your pictures don't look any different because of your decisions to like do things the way you wanted to instead of the traditional wedding, because you still got, amazing portraits. You still got like that church is.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
I've had some gin, so I'm not quite sure how this interview is gonna. You do not have to mention that we were taking shots right before your portraits.
Yes.
That was awesome.
Hi, my name is Asia, and I am the founder and owner of Photo by Joy. And today I have my Lauren and my Bryce with me, and they have been so kind to give us a little bit of their time and be interviewed for our mini blog series right now about what the heck should we do with our wedding during a coronavirus pandemic. And so hopefully you get to learn from their wisdom and see that there are lots and lots of options on what you decide to do. And so tell me, Lauren and Bryce, what the heck happened to your wedding? What did you decide, and why did you make the decisions you did?
So our original wedding date was April 18th, and the coronavirus, at least in Texas and in Fort Worth, was kind of hitting hard, and we were like, well, we either are going to get completely derailed and not be allowed to get married because we were hearing that churches were shutting down and that everything was just kind of going on lockdown. There was talk that I-35 was going to be shut down, where we couldn't travel to and from. And so I was worried that we weren't going to get it done. And I think at that point we just were like, well, it doesn't really matter when or where. We just knew that we wanted to get married. And after dating for 7 years, I was not about to wait another year, because that was the talk.
Yeah. So, and it was really important for you to get married at that church too.
We are Catholic, and so we needed to get married in the Catholic Church. That's something that's very important to the both of us. We both share that faith, and we had originally wanted to get married in another church. The priest that actually was marrying us, that was not the church we originally wanted, was not his home parish. So we had to switch venues completely. Do not regret it one bit. That church is stunning. Beautiful. I think it was even more surreal and beautiful being empty, oddly enough, because those photos that you took, oh my gosh, those are some of my favorite photos of just like the empty pews, like, which is crazy, but
it was very relaxed. There wasn't much like after we got married, it wasn't like a big hustle to get going or anything. It was actually really, really nice to just be able to relax and enjoy the moment a lot more.
We moved our wedding up to March 21st because we were so concerned with the highway issue and the lockdown and how strict it was about to be. And so when we moved it up, we were only allowed to have our parents, like each of our parents, so my mom and dad, his mom and dad, and then you and Tyler and the priest. We had one other family member recording it for Facebook Live.
Bob?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He is in the background of all these like elegant AF photos. in like jeans and a sweater, just holding a phone, and it makes the photo. Like, I love it so much.
I know. I thought about that at one point. I remember.
Did you wear blue jeans too?
Yeah.
Yes.
Jeans and a hoodie, and it's a clip-on tie.
That's so Bob, bro.
Yes, that is.
I love that.
The epitome of who he is and why we love him. Once we realized our siblings weren't going to be able to be there, I know, like me, being my only sister, I was pretty devastated. But at the same time, I'm a mama and daddy's girl to the T, and so is Bryce. And we're both the babies of the family, the favorite children. And so I think we both just really enjoyed the intimacy of it, of just getting to share that moment with our parents and just getting to share that moment with the few people that were there, and not an entire church filled with people to the brim. Because I actually, funny story, was getting really overwhelmed with how many people we had invited. And I was like, I'm not going to be able to talk to all those people. Like, it was just getting very big. I mean, we had over 300 people invited. It went from 300 to 11. Like, it went from like 300 people to 11.
Is the plan to have like a woohoo party later with some people that weren't able to come?
Yes, that is the plan. We love the beach. That is something that we both met in Galveston. So we're trying to get back down to Galveston. And we're planning on doing like a short little ceremony thing, just like a vow renewal, and a little party afterwards for anybody that wants to still come and that didn't get a chance.
Is there something that like helped you wind down or de-stress when all of this insanity was happening right before your wedding?
I feel like for me, I was very ready to be his wife. I was done being the girlfriend. I was done being the fiance. Because it's not, I don't know what it is, but it was just like, oh, well, my fiance at home. Oh, well, I got to go see my fiance. Like, I loved saying that, or like, I loved saying boyfriend. But after a while, I got to a point where I was like, I want to say husband. And I want him to say wife. Like, I'm ready to be married. Like, I'm ready to have this commitment where like, yeah, no, this is the person that I'm choosing to be with for the rest of my life. Kind of brought us back down to like the basic of why we decided to do this thing.
Mm-hmm. I love that. Into the wall full of photos.
Yeah. Here, let me pan one more time. Asia's beautiful work.
I have a shrine.
And it's not even finished because there's still more to come. The way we did it, I really do feel like it definitely is about the two of you and really in God and no one else.
Your real estate agent looks like when he's not showing house.
What up, Ty?
Tyler! Tyler, we have a cow.
He gave you the signal.
He is such a nerd.
He told me to shut up.
I was like, don't play one of your clicky games during my interview.
I was like, no.
What happened to the stash?
The stash got killed.
He looks much better without it.
Got killed.
I wasn't going to say anything, but I'm going to have to agree with your wife.
Hey, you know that
Bryce,
guy.
But I think the first time I saw it, I didn't say anything. I was just like...
I like it.
And then Bryce saw it like later that day or like the next day. And he was like,
Bryce
man, cool stash.
Right? Y'all will just never get it.
When a pandemic happens, let's get married and buy a house.
And buy a house.
At the same time.
At the same, yeah, why not? Yeah. I mean, y'all gone through
that
this.
sounds like a great idea.
So the rest of life will be a breeze.
Thank you for giving me your time. Those are all the questions I had for you. And it was just so good to see you guys again.